Good afternoon, good morning, everybody, wherever you are around Australia, and welcome to the Accountant Connection webinar series brought to you by Your Business First. Today's topic is discover how to easily create a service offering for your clients. First of all, what I'd like to say is thank you very much for joining me today, particularly during this time relating to the coronavirus and COVID-19. Everybody appreciates what you're doing and continue doing the great and hard work, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. But thank you again for joining us in this webinar today. So for all those on the webinar today that don't know much about myself or about Your Business First, I've been in practice management and general management with accounting firms since 1996, managing the firms as well as a general manager and practice manager. And with that particular role, we're implementing best practice and quality assurance standards in business operations, human resource management, policies and procedures, providing additional service offerings, in which we're going to talk about today, due diligence, presentations, etc. As far as being an author of the workflow process for professional services firms, and also I've written a client documentation and client onboarding process as well. At the moment, we're developing the 8 steps to building a professional services firm to get it ready to grow or to get ready to sell, in which we hope to release in later on this year, around about June, July. And I'm also the host of the Accountants Connection webinar series. So basically, back in 2019, I commenced Your Business First with the focus of purely providing business administration and operations consulting to accounting firms and professional services firms. I work with accounting firms looking to either systematically grow or that they're preparing their firm to maximise their sale price. When I developed Your Business First, I looked at 4 key areas. One is being results focused, in which I focus on the numbers and outcomes that matter to your business and to your firm, and to achieve the desired result as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And there's also the relationship building component as well, which I think is really important, in which I link clients to like-minded professionals to fast-track the growth and progress of your firm. If you need an introduction to a potential alliance, then the accounting firm generally comes to me. And we also understand that all businesses and all firms are different. My service is not a cookie cutter approach, and I understand that all businesses have different requirements, different structures, and are in different phases in their life cycle. That is why I treat every business and for every firm uniquely. And lastly, and most importantly, is that we're implementers. You can engage us to manage and lead the projects you want to apply to your business. You can focus more on the business development and increase client interaction, whilst I'll come in and be in charge of the running of the day-to-day operations of your business, and we work towards your plan. So the key outcome today is in relation to creating a service offering for your clients. And how do we go about doing that? So let's go through the agenda. So before we start, I'll go through a couple of things in relation to what my thoughts are in relation to additional service offerings, which is probably contrary to what's out there in the industry. What you need to do to create some rules. What are the features and benefits of your service, and basically starting the end with mind. Then we'll talk about having some fun creating the service. So this will be interactive, and will be when I'll show you an exercise that I'll go through with my clients in how we prepare professional and advisory and additional services for our clients. But then, once we do that, then what happens? So we'll go through a couple of things in relation to that. And I've got an exciting offer that I want to share with you later on today in relation to providing value-added services without you doing anything. So let's get started. So as far as my thoughts are concerned, is that what I really want you to identify first and foremost, what's additional services for you, and what does that mean for your business? Is it just basically a bit more about compliance and financial accounting? Is it systems integration? Did you want to introduce a revenue growth program as part of your advisory service, profit improvement programs, implement board meetings, business planning, management accounting, having evaluations or a business brokering service, coaching and mentoring service as well, or is it something as cloud conversions? So we need to, as a firm, just to identify exactly what advisory services and additional services that we want to provide to our clients and to new clients who are coming on board. So that leads to me to say that I don't want you to create additional services for the hell of it. If you're doing very, very well out of your compliance offering, and we'll talk about how we can expand your client compliance offering as well, then that's great. If you want to provide those additional services that I just mentioned before, or something on top of what that you may have come to mind, then that's great as well. We need to make sure that what we want to provide it suits our clients and it suits our target market for potential clients coming on board. But we all should agree that some clients need to be clear in everything that we do for them in the services that we provide. So we know you just don't do tax returns and financial statements from a compliance offering point of view. But what do you do in order for them to get that end result? But if you're going to create and look at your service offering as well, you need to create a service that'll free up your involvement within the business and get you out of that grinding, that processing side as well, and minding side, and you can focus more on that business development. But as far as additional services, some other ideas you can look at is creating additional services with referral partners or strategic alliances, such as finance brokers, mortgage brokers, and possibly with financial planning firms. But as we know that there's some restrictions now that may be implemented later on in relation to them paying commissions. You can look at other accounting firms that provide a specialist or unique need. IT and social media companies as well, software vendor providers. Again, if you have another idea, please enter that in the chat. So any questions that you have or comments or queries, there's a Q&A button on the bottom of your screen there. Please feel free to enter any query or question that you may have, and we'll go through that towards the end of the webinar. And I'd also like to thank you very much for those people who put in their questions in the registration that we'll go through later on today in this webinar. So the other thing we'll talk about is start with the end in mind. Again, although it's what we're going to go through today is fairly easy to set up, it's still a bit of a process. It is a long-term view. But it's not a quick fix. But if it's a fix that you can implement over time. Again, define what your services are going to be for you and your business. But this webinar is designed to give you ideas and processes of creating the offerings, and more importantly, having a clear understanding of what service you do, and a description of each service. But you need to make sure as well that your services are scalable. Have you got the right team in place to help you with this? Do you need to outsource? Will you need to add or change your IT systems? As you're going along, you may start thinking about what software that you may or may not need, and obviously the pricing as well. The other thing in relation to creating the offering and creating your services is the features and benefits. So the features and benefits will show you how it will benefit your client. So the features are aspects of your product, which could be technical, descriptive, but the benefits are why that feature matters for your customers. In other words, how does that feature make their life better? As another way of putting it, features tell customers what, and the benefits tell customers why. So say, for example, you want to implement a tax planning service as part of your business or as part of your additional compliance offering. The feature of the tax planning service is that you'll come in April or May to perform a tax planning session in relation to identifying key areas where you can save tax, and the benefit could be that we'll potentially invest that money in your into other assets to increase your wealth and have a better lifestyle for you and your family. That's just an example. And the last thing we need to do, you need to create some rules as well moving forward. As you're developing your product, there will be must-haves and must-dos by not only yourself and your team, but also your client as well. So one client of mine, for example, when we started doing this, they were adamant, and it was part of the process, is that if you're coming on board as a client of theirs, then they'll be using one particular cloud software product. They didn't look at the others. Another rule is that maybe the accountant will be the point of call, or your team member, and not you. And you may be able to schedule a meeting with the client every 6 to 12 months. So, and we'll go through that as well. So let's have fun. Let's have some fun creating a service offering for your clients. So if you just bear with me, I will just go on the spreadsheet that I've created. And share that. So if you can all see the spreadsheet that I've created on the screen, it's titled Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum. If you can see that, that's great. So the first thing we do is that who we're describing and who we're creating this service for. So with this particular example and a bit of a background I'm showing you today, this is what we did with one of my clients. And what we did is that this is the step-by-step process that we did to create a package services for their business. Their target market was sole traders, and they're located in the outer suburbs of Perth. So what we've done is that we created a bronze, silver, gold, platinum offering, and we've identified exactly who we're targeting for each one of those classifications there. So as you can see, the more we go across to the right, the more involved is with the accounting side. Then what we've done, we created some rules. So as far as this is concerned with the assumption of these packages, it is that setting the minimum standards is that it's going to be a clean set of books prepared by the bookkeeper or you, the accounting firm. And the client will be on a cloud accounting package. They won't be on a desktop, and they won't be providing books, records in paper format or scanned copies or Excel spreadsheets. The clients will be allocated to an accountant as a point of call. And for all clients, there will be an annual tax planning session and if they're business clients. There's going to be a 6-month review done on the 6-month review will be done online, as well as their quarterly meeting as well. All business clients and individual clients will be receiving tax order insurance. And what we did as well, we've included telephone and email support with a nominal amount of $300 a year, just to encourage the clients to give them a call during the course of the year if there's any queries or issues. And we'll keep into compliance as well. So then what we did, we created an internal menu. So on the left-hand side there, we listed everything that they've done every day, or that they've done a couple of times in the past. So in column A there, the task was obviously accounting and compliance. There's monthly, quarterly BASs and IASs they prepared, tax planning, quarterly meetings, monthly client meetings, corporate secretarial, which most of us on the line provide, cloud setup and training if they do their own bookkeeping, ABN, TFN, GST registrations, audit insurance, company formations, company trust formations, etc. So you get the gist of what we're trying to achieve here. It's everything that we've done in the past, and everything that whether we've done multiple times or once. And as we're going later along down the column, we've started adding in other things that we haven't done that we would like to do, such as seminars, planning sessions one-on-ones, and planning sessions as a group. And what we've done as well, we've purposely kept bookkeeping as separate. And I'll go through that in the next worksheet. So then what we've done as an exercise is that for each task, what's included, what do we do for each task? And we've listed it there as well. So it's we've listed the features, and we listed what we do. And then in column C, we put the minimum price in there as far as if the books and everything was clean, this is how much we'll be charging the client at a minimum. So as you can see for tax planning as well, there's options for either having it in their office or online, or they'll be charged a bit extra for travel, etc., and time taken at their premises. Then in the next worksheet, what we did is basically did the same exercise but for bookkeeping. So we've identified our basics of what we're going to do for bookkeeping, which is payroll, bank account, which is the reconciliations and bank feeds, etc., and setting them up, business activity statements, online reports, etc. And for this particular case, they've chosen, they're quite flexible of what cloud package they want their clients to use. So it's either out of Xero, My QuickBooks. And then there's obviously the telephone support for bookkeeping. And then there's other options available as part of the service for bookkeeping, in which we can add in there as we're going along. So once we've created all that, we've basically created our menu, and we've created a menu that we can use internally or externally, depending up to you, of what we do, what's included, the features and the benefit, and the amount, the minimum amount, always from, because as we know, that not all the businesses are the same. Some businesses and clients have different requirements. So then we go to our calculators, which is step 4. So we've created this bronze package, and as far as this bronze package is concerned, what we're offering is a fixed price accounting and compliance, annual tax planning, audit insurance, and telephone support. As we mentioned before, audit insurance, annual tax planning, and telephone is part of the rules that we're offering our clients. So we've created a calculator here, and we've done who's doing what in column B, and in column C, what the average charge out rate is for an accountant, for a partner, and for the admin team. And at minimum, it will be 4 hours worth of work to do the work, because don't forget, they're using a cloud product, the books are clean, and there's little involved in reconciliation or any checks and balances they need to do. And then there's half an hour for the partner to review, if that, and half an hour for the administration to prepare the compilation, and also prepare the any other documents or literature that's required. Then there's the actual tax planning. For this particular case, it's just 1 hour online. We're in the accounting firm's office, and then there's again 15 minutes for preparation of the documents that's required. So then we have to start. Then it comes to $2,100 a month, or $181 a year, or $181 a month, and that's our bronze package. So as we're going along for our silver and gold and platinum, things get a bit more involved, and there's a lot more work that's entailed. But a great thing about this calculator is that we can use it just for all our services. And put everything in there. We could come up with a calculation for estimates as well from time taken, or we can just use it for productized services as well, as we're doing here. So if there's going to be a variance in relation to whatever, so say for example with this particular client, we do recommend them going on to the bronze package, but it's going to be about 5 hours worth of work by the accountant. We adjust the calculator, and as far as the annual tax planning is concerned, it's going to be 1.5 hours, because we need to travel to the client's premises. So we've just updated the calculator, and we can see there that it will be providing a quote for $2,500 a year, or $210 a month. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Please feel free to enter into the queries section. One of the questions that did come through in relation to the registrations, there's a couple. One was in relation to would like to offer an estate planning? Have gone to seminars, but we need to set up and price the product. My response is in two ways. One is that yes, you can create a package or offering like this based on the calculator and what's entailed into your estate planning. Or what you can do as well, if you go jump on our YouTube channel, which is Your Business First, if you go to webinar 6, I did a webinar with David Gorman, a former client of mine, in relation to business succession and estate planning and how we've introduced that to accounting firms. And another question that's come in was in relation to how to sell the COVID-19 services when clients have little or no income. That's hard. For me, that's difficult to come up with a scenario because I don't know your clients. I don't know how long you've been in a relationship with your clients for, and I don't know what type of clients they are. But what I do say is that you know your clients as well as anybody else. So what I can tell you is that from the accountants I've spoken to over the last month or so, there's been different ways that they've been dealing with the services that they're providing with COVID-19. Some clients are doing it as a good gesture, and they're doing it for nothing but adding it to the WIP, and with the hope that it might collect it down the track. But some clients are providing quotes to their clients, but it's at a discounted rate. But thirdly, what some accounting firms have done is that they've provided a checklist with links, etc., to their clients, so they can go out, they can do and register for the necessary entitlements and schemes accordingly. I hope that answers the query, and I hope that answers the question. And yeah, don't know what's in this package. So are there any more questions that people have in relation to this calculator? Great. I will proceed. Then what we've done after identifying what the client's needs are, then if they require a bookkeeping service, so we go back to our internal bookkeeping screen and we look at the type of bookkeeping that they need, and they want just a bit more because they've got up to 2 employees and up to 3 bank accounts for being a sole trader, and we're going to charge $500 a month. So what we do, there's no additional options that they require or services that they need. So we use that $500. We put $500 in there per month, and we provide them a quote of $710 a month to do their bookkeeping and do the annual compliance at the end. And that's it. We've created the calculator. So then what we can do as well in step 5, which is the differences. So we created a bronze, silver, gold, platinum package, and you can call it whatever you want. Some clients have called the bronze package specifically to sole traders. But what we do is that, again, we've created the bronze, silver, gold package for this particular example for my client. We've identified all the services that we're providing as part of the packages, and we've ticked exactly what's included in each package. And there are the prices there. And then the bookkeeping prices is on top of that as well. So again, please feel free to put up any queries or questions that have come in, and I'll gladly answer them. So what I'll do is we'll go back. There's another question that's come in. I'll just bring it up. There's one question that's come in. Should the amounts be marginal increase or something else? I think there should be a marginal increase depending on the service offering that you're providing. But the third option that we have in relation to this is that you can use one of these spreadsheets as your total calculator for calculating the quotes for your clients. We just have to make sure that there's no scope creep, and it goes into the next service offering. There's another question that's come in, says, can we get a copy of the spreadsheet? Once we've completed the webinar, it will be provided, will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, and you can go through the YouTube channel again and get it and have a look at how we've done the spreadsheet. But as far as getting a physical copy is concerned, no, this is part of IP, but this is something I'm willing to show you and how we're working with clients moving forward. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll go back to the slides. Just bear with me. So, and if you can all see the slides, that's great. So we're up to number 3 now. So now what? So we've created a service offering. We've created packages. We've created menu items. You know what software you need to assist you to run this efficiently, and you know which team members can assist you in rolling this out as well. But more importantly is that what we have to do now is provide a proof of concept. We may think that we've provided and created a wonderful service offering for our clients, but what do our clients really think about it? So this is what I call a proof of concept. Talk to your team about it. Identify exactly what we're trying to achieve here as a firm, and how we want to roll this out with our clients. What we've done as well, we spoke to 5 or 10 clients as well to gauge their thoughts in relation to what we're trying to offer and what we're trying to achieve it as a firm. So with this particular client, what we did, we spoke to 6 of her tradie clients in relation to the services that we designed and the service offering, because as I mentioned before, she was targeting tradies as her target market. 4 of them really, really liked it. And the reason why is because of the bookkeeping service that was on offer as well. And they took up the bookkeeping as well. One of the benefits, as we mentioned before, it's important to describe as far as the bookkeeping is concerned. It saved them time from them doing it after hours, after work was done. And because those tradies also had spouses, the spouses were doing the bookkeeping, and sometimes it was wrong or incomplete, and they need to do sort of repeat work. So by taking it all away and identifying exactly what's included in the service, it's freed up the tradies' time. It's also it's allowed them to spend more time with not only their spouses but with their families as well. But again, when you're looking at the proof of concept, you've got to outline the features and benefits of each offering and go about them how they're going to market and promote this. Examples could be sending out blanket emails to your clients, or doing a presentation to your client when they come in after you prepare their end of year compliance as well, and introducing them to the new services. Doing webinars such as this, updating your website and also your LinkedIn profile as well with the offerings. Any presentation kits, so when new clients come on board, you can show them your service offering and what's included. Blogs as well. So you also need a lot of assistance in relation to marketing these services. You've got to think about the process and how you go about marketing as we described above. You maybe need to prepare scripts related for telephone calls or email templates or letter templates. Do you need a graphic designer to prepare the presentation kits and its contents? Do you need to register for Zoom or GoToMeeting? And the IT team, you need to engage your IT team to review and update your website. And a funny story as well, that when we were rolling this out with another client that we were servicing, we the website designer came in, and we showed him exactly what we're offering our clients and with these service packages. And the website designer was so impressed with the service offering that they're providing, he thought it was great value, that he sacked his accountant and he came on board with my client as a client of theirs, because he took up again not only the compliance and bookkeeping, but the monthly meetings that they had online as well. So you just never know. So, are there any more questions that we have before we proceed? Okay. So one of the questions that's come in is in relation to what does the future hold? Well, I think this is a fairly broad question, but I think as far as the future hold is for the accounting profession, right from the outset, as I mentioned before, is that I think accountants have been absolutely smashed when it comes to what we're doing for what you guys are doing for your clients in relation to COVID-19 and helping them achieve the best possible result for your client. I think there's going to be more trust that's been engaged by the clients with the accountants, and I believe that the future for the accounting profession will be stronger now than it ever was been. I remember back when GST was going to be rolled out and implemented back in '99 and 2000, where software packages were being released. And the new legislation was coming in, and there was always changes to the proposals to the legislation, and the accountants had to be kept up to date. And from that, they had to let their clients know as well. So I think this will present a great opportunity for accountants moving forward to not only identify exactly what the client's needs are, but really streamline their service offering, engage cloud software. Most of the clients now are being meeting by either Zoom or GoToMeeting or other formats. And as a result of that, there's indirectly been a trust with respect to software and IT and the systems in place. And I think what's really, really important as well is that as long as the accountant has got constant contact with the client, whether it's the partner or the accountant, that will go a long way in maintaining and increasing the lifetime value of the client. I truly believe, as part of the service offering that we showed before, if the accountant is responsible enough as part of the service that contacts the client on a regular basis, whether it's monthly or a quick email or a phone call on a weekly basis to see how things are going, that will go a long way in relation to maintaining and the relationship with the client. And it's a referral-based business as well, most of accounting firms. So by doing a good job for your clients, then they'll have no hesitation in becoming advocates of your firm. So another question that's come in. So as far as the bronze, silver, gold, platinum packages are concerned, look, we've come up with 4 with this particular client. A lot of clients come up with 3. We always have with this particular example, the silver or the gold as the most exciting and enticing offering. But what you can do as well is that just to really identify, as far as if you're going for the platinum package or the most expensive package, that you put all the bells and whistles in there. So thank you very much for that. Okay, are there any more questions before we proceed? It'll be interesting to see what you guys thought about the calculator, how I work with clients. So please feel free to enter into the Q&A or into the chat, and we'll proceed. So, as a conclusion, you can continue going as you are, and you found this webinar to be a waste of time. That's great. I wish you all the best. But hopefully that you have taken some or all of the ideas and that you can implement yourself, or you can seek the assistance of your business first to create the additional services. And we'll help you keep you accountable and make sure it's all part of your strategic plan, and we can help you manage the change as well. But we've got a really exciting offer today in relation to an additional service offering that we partnering up with your firm, that with your business first, that really won't involve very much or if any of your time. So really what we've called it is the Your Business First / your firm name Mastermind Alliance. So what it is that the Mastermind Alliance is the aim is to double the value of your client's business in 3 years. This is purely designed for the clients of accounting firms, and how it's structured is that we meet online once a month for 2 to 2.5 hours, starting around about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, just to minimize the time that they're outside the office. But we'll have 12 or 15 of your clients in the group. And the idea is that they have no two businesses from the same industry in the group. But at the same time, if you want to, there is. But most importantly, as far as the Mastermind Group and Alliance is concerned, there's always been an education piece provided by one of my strategic alliance or referral partners, which will be presented as a workshop or as a presentation, and we'll have mastermind issues sessions as well. And it's exclusive membership. These are clients of your firm. So what will happen is that you don't have to do a thing other than to attend the online Mastermind Alliance on a monthly basis. So Your Business First will organise the online meeting, will organise the agenda, and will organise the training and the workbooks and documents as well. So the benefits of the Mastermind Alliance is that to you, the accounting firm, you provide additional services to your clients without you doing with you doing very, very little. There's a focus on business building, knowing that clients are getting serviced, and it increases your firm's community, and also increases business from your clients, which may hopefully require additional services for you as well. But most importantly, as far as your clients are concerned, they'll be receiving additional services from you in the form of the Mastermind Alliance. They will receive education on an ongoing basis, and that education will be based and determined by them, by the group. So if they want education in relation to marketing, social media, website, HR, policies and procedures, we'll provide that education as well. They'll gain the knowledge from like-minded business owners and apply it to their business. And there'll be opportunity to form new networks and strategic alliances with the members. So the offer today is that it's your firm's Mastermind Alliance. It's a value-added services for 12 to 15 of your clients. It's organised and operated by myself at Your Business First. It's done online, so they don't have to leave the office. Books, materials, education, presentations, etc., all be organised and set by you as the members, but it'll be organised by me. Your clients will mastermind issues and challenges with like-minded business owners within the group, and your clients will have the opportunity to form new networks and strategic alliances, and you will potentially have more work coming in when your client's business increases. So the offer today is this. I'm wanting to also provide unlimited contact with me, where they can bounce off ideas. They can access my network if they're promoting a product or service, and my network is via my strategic alliances and LinkedIn, which is contacts Australia-wide. And they'll also have access to special offers and events that arise from time to time, particularly from the owners and presenters, in the workshops. So this is normally $299 per client per month. But you, as an accounting firm, will earn 25% plus GST per client per month as well. We're aiming to start this next month as a trial for your clients, and This is a great offer for enabling to move forward out of COVID-19 and having a fresh start, liaising with like-minded individuals and business owners, and you providing the value-added service to your clients as well. So again, it's up to 12 to 15 of your clients. It's organised and operated by your business first. It's online meetings, so they don't have to leave the office or they don't have to leave their business. The books, materials, and education presentation are for your clients and done for your clients. You get to present as well if you need to, if you want to, as their accountant. Your clients will mastermind issues and challenges with like-minded business owners, and your clients will have the opportunity to form new networks, strategic alliances, etc. And they'll potentially have more work coming in. You will have more work coming in when your client's business increases. They'll have unlimited contact with me, have access to our networks, and have access to special offers and events as they arise. If you want to find out a bit more and talk about it a bit more, send an email to inquiries@yourbusinessfirst.com.au, and I will personally contact you when I get the email within 24 hours. Obviously, provide your name and contact number, etc. Again, it's $299 plus GST per month per client, but you will receive 25% of that per client per month on an ongoing basis. So before I conclude today, I just want to see if there's any more questions or comments or queries about this or what we've gone through today. I'll just wait for about a minute. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time today. You're doing such a wonderful job with the COVID-19. Keep on servicing your clients the way you have been. No other person's going to do it other than you as a trusted advisor. I wish you all the best. Again, the copy of this webinar will be placed on our YouTube channel, and I'll send you links to that. You'll be able to access and have a look at the calculator again. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best, and we look forward to seeing you at the next webinar. Take care, everyone.